Hi,
So,
I'm Donnie Iorio, newly elected Vice President of the University of South Carolina, and I'm here to answer some questions from Victoria Valencia.
so Donnie, if you could summarize your image of nursing into one word, what would that word be?
I'd say caring.
And why?
To see what nurses really do and how they are the persons in a hospital or in a medical environment that really get to know the patients and get to understand the patients on not just a physical basis, but from a conversational basis. I'd really say nurses provide the most interaction and bedside manner with patients than anyone else.
Okay, so tell us how an interaction with a nurse has made a difference in your life.
Well, if you asked me this question a couple years ago, I really wouldn't know. I would have considered a nurse someone that gave me a shot at my pediatrician's office, maybe someone that took my temperature, but I never understood what nurses did until I was hospitalized for about 3 months my senior year of high school. And then that's when you realize the amount of work and compassion that all these nurses really have. They're able to know and get to know the patients on a personal level more than just a chart. And I'd say that my interactions with nurses have really made me increase the respect and understand what they do and how much work they go through. Because if you watch things like Grey's Anatomy, House, you see all these doctors doing all these work and tests, but in reality, and from what I've seen from a patient point of view, it's the nurses that are doing that work.
Okay, so tell me, would you change anything about how your interaction with a nurse went?
So I study management science, and a lot of my classes are geared towards efficiency in the healthcare industry. And I've done some projects and actually gone into hospitals to increase efficiency. And I think one thing that we see with the addition of technology, aside from efficiency and cost savings and time, is we also see that lack of interaction with the patient. And what do I mean by that is, yeah, so now doctors can see exactly what time of medication was administered and place orders via an iPad or another medical electronic device. However, I'd say one of the issues is that nurses are now spending a lot of time adjusting to technology, scanning my wristband 3 times and asking for my birth date 3 times, than being able to treat the patient. And that's not their fault, but I think that's just an industry thing that it's changing and evolving, and the nurses have to deal with it.
Okay, so tell me, do you have any recommendations for future nurses?
Ooh, you know, I wouldn't know what to do if I were a nurse. I can't tell them how to do their job because I think they do it pretty well. I would say to future nurses, thank you, because it's kind of like a life of public service. You're doing it for other people, and you know that some days you're going to be working 15-hour shifts, but you don't necessarily do it for the money. And thank you very much
Okay,
for what you do.
thank you very much,
Yeah.
Donnie.